Everybody, doing video 3, the reflection of why it is important to not only be a teacher but also a classroom leader. And I think that what I've learned mostly from this class about why it's important to not only be a teacher but a classroom leader is the importance of the effect that we have on the children in our classroom, both negatively and positively. So if you're not a leader in the classroom, what kind of example are you setting for your kids? Because you want them to be a leader outside of the classroom and in everything that they do. So if you don't give that example for your children in the class of how you should behave in society, outside the classroom, and in the classroom, then, I mean, what do you expect them to do? I think that if you're going to choose to be an instructor and to instruct and affect children's lives the way that we will, I think that it's important to affect them in the most positive way possible. And people that affect children are people who have good morals and who lead. So being a classroom leader to me is about having a positive image that other people can respect and follow. There's been a lot of talk, obviously, about politics this week and leading the nation. And I think that being a leader in the classroom and even leading the nation is not very far off. There are just certain qualities and attributes that are important when you're doing things like that. You need to have a positive attitude. You need to be respectful to everyone because no one is going to respect you as a leader or want to follow a leader, as we all know, if they don't respect themselves or anyone else. So I think that respecting the kids in your classroom is something that I learned a lot about this year, and especially, I know I always keep going back to this, but the video of the little girl who is about 10 years old and was exponentially more educated than I was. And I think that if I had that girl in my classroom, like I said, I would be very apprehensive, but at the same time, I would respect that student and I would take every opportunity for them to also be a classroom leader. I think that teachers are not only the people who are classroom leaders, there are people in schools who you can just tell are more adapt to leading the classroom or to being a leader. And I think that implementing those kids in your classroom is also important because you can choose them to lead groups, to lead discussions, to help you, and to use their natural abilities in a positive way in the classroom. So I think, why is it important to not only just be a teacher but a classroom leader? I think, to sum it up, it's important because it's an important quality to teach, to be able to lead in your life and to take control of your life, and even in the workplace or in college. Nobody wants to be in a group with a kid who doesn't do their homework, who can't stand up and who can't take care of themselves or lead a group or be confident enough to, I don't know, propel a conversation, an idea, or the classroom. So I think respect and the ability to be a leader is something that's very important. So if you aren't a leader, a classroom leader, and you just sit there and instruct your children and yell at them the whole time, I don't think that makes for a very good environment. I mean, even now when we're working and such, we don't want a boss that's constantly screaming at us and commanding us to do things. We want someone who has mutual respect and who can lead, but lead in a way that isn't insulting. But this is the last video, and I'm going to be out of class for a while, so I will see you guys after Thanksgiving.